Hi everybody, it's Kim with the Regretful Yarn Addict. Today we are going to learn this stitch design that I am calling the funky bow tie. It's very simple, easy, works up real quick. For this, I will be using Karen Cotton Cakes in the color Frosted Pink. It is a 4-weight yarn. I will be using a H8 5mm crochet hook. You might want two stitch markers, a pair of scissors, and a darning needle. This stitch design is done in a multiple of 14 plus 1. So you can either do a chain of multiples of 14 plus 1 and then another one, or you can do what I'm going to do and do a chainless foundation row of single crochets. Once you have your slip stitch on your hook, chain 2. Go back into that very first chain, go under 2 loops, grab your yarn and pull it through, grab your yarn, pull through 1 to make the chain, and pull through 2 for the stitch. Go back under 2, grab that yarn, grab your yarn, pull it through for the chain, pull through 2 for the stitch. We're going to go ahead and put a stitch marker in that very first stitch. I'm going to do a chainless foundation of 29. So however you get to it, we want to start out with a foundation of 29 single crochets, and I will meet you back when we've got that done. Okay, once you have your foundation of 29 single crochets, we're going to go ahead and start row 2. We're going to chain 1. We're going to put 1 single crochet into the first 4 stitches. Two, 3, 4. Now we're going to chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't do that. 7. Then we're going to skip 7 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And into that 8th stitch, we're going to put a single crochet, and we're going to do that into the next 6. 3, 4, for a total of 7 single crochets. Now we're going to chain 7, 6 and 7, and again we're going to skip 7 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and into that 8th we're going to put a single crochet, and we're going to put a single crochet into the remaining 3. that is the end of row 1. For the next 2 rows, you're going to do the same exact thing. 4 single crochets, chain of 7, skip 7, a total of 7 single crochets there, chain 7, skip 7, and you're going to end with 4. Chain 1, turn, 4, chain of 7, 7, chain of 7, 4. And I will meet you when we have the next 2 rows completed. Okay, once you've completed 3 rows of 4 single crochets, chain 7, 7 single crochets, chain 7, 4 single crochets, this is what your work should look like. And we're going to go on to row 2, 3, 4, 5. Chain 1, turn your work. 4 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to chain 3, 2, 3. We're going to go under this bottom chain, grab our yarn, pull it through, pull it up. You do not want this tight, you want it kind of loose, and then you're going to slip stitch through there, and you're going to chain 3. And then you're going to go over here and chain single crochet 7. That is what your first bow tie should look like. And we're going to do that again over here. Chain 3. Go under that bottom chain. Grab your yarn and pull it under and up. Keep your chain straight. Not too tight, not too loose. Slip stitch through there. Chain 3. Then you're going to come over here and put in your last 4 single crochets. And at the end of this row, this is what you should be looking like. We're going to do this one more time. Okay, for the repeat, we're going to chain 1, turn our work, 4 single crochets, chain 7, skip 7, go over here to that first single crochet and make a total of 7 single crochets. Chain 7, skip over your chains and finish up with your 4 single crochets. Like that. Go ahead, make 2 more rows of this, and I will meet you at the end of those 2 rows. Okay, once you've got those 2 more rows done, you'll have a total of 3 rows that have chains of 7. Chain 1 and turn your work. We're going to put in 4 single crochets. Chain 3. We're going to go under those chains, under all of them. Grab your yarn and pull it under and up. Not too tight. Slip stitch into that stitch and chain 3. Go over here to your first single crochet and make a total of 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's your bow tie. Chain 3. Make another bow tie. Go under all those chains. Grab your yarn. Pull it under and up. Slip stitch through that chain. Chain 3. Find your next single crochet. Make a total of 4. There you have it. When you're ready to finish, I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, let's say you've made it as tall as you want. You're going to chain 1. Turn, make your 4 single crochets. Chain 7. Skip all that, go to your next single crochet. Make a total of 7 single crochets. Chain 7. Skip all your chains, go to your next single crochet. Make a total of 4. Chain 1 and turn. Make 4 single crochets. Now you have a choice. You can either go into each one of these chains, or you can just go under. Make 7 single crochets. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then go into that single crochet. And continue with your 7 single crochets there. If you want it to, you can go ahead and actually go in to those single crochets. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then finish out with those last 4. And if you want it, you can put in an extra row of single crochets on top of that, but this is what it looks like when you go over that chain, and this is what it looks like when you go into the chains. Choice is yours. Okay, now remember, you can do this as wide as you want. This is just 2 repeats. You can make several, make a blanket out of it. Just remember, it's a multiple of 14 plus 1, and you want to make sure that it's 4 single crochets at each end. Your bow ties, and between your bow ties, you have 7 single crochets. So it's 4 bow tie, which is chain 7s, and then chain 3 with a wrap around it. And then it's 7 single crochets, bow tie, 7 single crochets, bow tie, 7 single crochets, bow tie, etc. until you get to where it's as wide as you want, and you make sure you finish with 4 single crochets. So it's 4 single crochets on each end. This is really, really easy. You can make anything out of this. And I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. We'll see you next time.